Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and today we're going to try to make some progress on adding a wood shed out behind the Quonset hut. Now, I like to keep all of my buildings surrounded by rock so that I can get around them no matter how the weather is. Even if it's been wet and rainy, then I'm not tracking through mud. So the layout of my buildings is I've got an equipment shed right here with Rock 360 around it, and past that is the shop. Then I've got the Quonset hut here, and this little road right here wraps around to the back side of it so I can stay on dry ground. So I'm placing the wood shed just out past the Quonset hut where this road can continue out straight, and then you can pull in, I guess pull in that way to the wood shed. So this building's gonna be 36 by 12, open on one side. So what I need to do today is clear the path to extend this road out, prep the ground for rock. Now I've had a big burn pile right here. So you see the big pile of dirt right there, and there's a hole here that needs filled in. And the hole has mostly been filled in with the remains from burning, but it's still always a little bit tricky when you take a deep hole and fill it in, that you can create like a quicksand spot like I did once in the past and get stuck. So we're gonna see if we can fill that in, level out the ground, remove some sod, get our path all traced out so I can order rock in and spread rock in there as soon as I have my vertical posts set to support the building. So if you saw my video from 2 days ago, and you know I've got this beautiful pile of topsoil I just dug up. It's got the sod mixed in it, and then that next layer that's going to be really rich and useful other places. I don't want to use that to fill in a hole. But everything over there is mostly what came out of this hole. I've added to it from other places. I consider dirt to be a valuable resource, and you want to sort it and keep track of it for later use. The challenge here, when filling in a hole, this was about 8 foot deep, is at some point to get the dirt out into the middle, you have to drive out on it. So I like to push some in and then just keep piling on that spot and compacting it and pushing it out and using the new dirt to push out the old dirt and just keep working my way out, and also fill from all 4 sides. If I just keep going back and forth over that, it's not gonna get better right away. There's so much water logged in that it's gonna stay soft and it's not gonna pack hard no matter how many times I drive over it. So what I need to do now is let it dry. And it'll probably be a week before I get rock brought out here, and by then I think it'll be solid. And I chose to do this right now because we have 8 days on the forecast that doesn't show any rain. I put this burn hole in a bad spot to begin with. I burn a lot of brush. I'm always gonna have a hole I burn in. Helps keep the fire from spreading as easily if it ends up being a little bit windier than I anticipated. But I put this one in a bad spot. I had another one 100 foot up the hill and it worked just fine. This one being downhill a little bit, it just held water all the time. It's hard to burn in a pond. So it just needed filled in, and now I've got another one back on the back of the property. And now that we have this done, we've got these two massive dirt piles that need to be dealt with. These need to be gone, and then I need to strip sod from over here. And now I gotta use the skid steer to move all this dirt out of the way.
I want to help.
I like a good helper. So how about the first part I'll move, and the second part, after you see how I do it, then you can try. You have. It's been a little while. But see, this one works like on a tractor. One left curl, this one's dump, and this is up and down. This one goes forward, backward, and turn. So we go backward, we put our bucket down, and we drive into the pile. Big rock. Okay, take this one and drive us right over there to that pile. Oh, not too fast. Yep. Just drive with this one, only one hand at a time. This is how you turn towards it. There you go. When you get up there, you'll stop and switch hands. Just keep going straight. Keep going. There you go. Okay, now, one hand at a time. Take that hand off all the way down. Now, tip it until the teeth, that way, until the teeth, whoa, a little too far. See, it's pushing down too hard. So, when you go like this, and you go sideways, watch the teeth. When they touch, see how it starts to lift? We don't want to lift. We just want it like that. Okay, now take this hand off and just drive into the pile. Nope. Hey, don't go as fast as it'll go when you're picking up dirt. Just push in slow. Okay, now stop. Switch hands. Curl. Okay, now up a little. A little bit, up. There you go. Now this one.
Back up.
Yeah, back up. And turn. Okay, so I think you can see what I'm trying to accomplish here. We do our milling in the Quonset hut. The lumber comes out of there. We drive it down this road, straight down, and curl in to the new woodshed. And I've removed about 4 inches of sod off of everything from the rock to the woodshed. And then I've cut a flat pad onto the hillside with a slope out in every direction. Now, it's not completely flat. It's going to have just a little bit of slope where the rock goes and where the building is, so I think it will still drain. But I've took it from a foot of slope across 12 foot to maybe 2 or 3 inches of slope. So it won't really be noticeable or affect setting stuff in there or having stacks try to fall over or anything like that. I think we're pretty good to move on to the next step, which is setting post. The next step after setting post will be bringing in rock. So I think it's a good productive day. I'm gonna go watch some baseball. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.